Today we have a special guest on the special occasion. India is celebrating 75th anniversary. It's a 75th Independence Day. A fabulous journey since 1947. On this fabulous day, a fabulous guest, Professor Hardeep Singh Sodhi, senior academician, researcher, author, trainer, and life coach. He's a very well-known person all over, really having His Excellency Professor Hardeep Singh Sodhi at Times India studio on this special day. Really, it's amazing. Thank you, sir. Thank you for joining on this special day. Just we want to hear a brief introduction of you before we starting this program. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, sir. So, I am Professor Hardeep Singh, academician, researcher, author, orator, mentor, and life coach. I am having 20 years of total experience, 15 years of academic experience, and 5 years of corporate experience. I am life member of various international bodies like IER, Computer Society of India, Indian Society for Training and Development, and many more. I have been honored as a patron member by World Academic Industry Research Collaboration for the period of lifetime. Currently, I am affiliated with IK Gujarat Punjab Technical University, situated in Kapurthala, Punjab. I am also associated with Dr. Kalam International Foundation as Vice President and Head of Research. My profile has been published in World Book of Searchers 2018 at Oxford, United Kingdom. I have been esteemed to be a keynote speaker at various international and national conferences. To my credit goes 77 international conferences and national conferences, 11 UGC seminars, 100 plus webinars, workshops, FDPs, PDPs, and 100 plus research publications, and 4 books to my credit. The last book, 4th book, that I have been co-authored with the world-known scientist, that is Dr. D.P. Kothari. I have guided more than 100 MTech candidates for writing and publication of research papers. I have received numerous awards like Best Young Teacher Award, awarded in 2016, Best Young Researcher Award, Republic Day Achiever Award in 2018, Best Social Scientist Award in 2020, and world's most prestigious global education award, that is Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan Award, and Best Inspirational Educator Award, and lastly, Real Corporate Guru Award. And recently, I have been awarded with Rashtriya Shiksha Ratan Samman 2021 from the prestigious institutions of international repute. And lastly, but not least, currently, I have been invited as a conference chair for ICEG 2022 at Hong Kong. Thanks.
Really, it's awesome, sir. Because the next question is we are going to talk about the achievements of our nation, and your achievements are so stupendous. Naturally, our nation will have so many achievements because we have such great people in our nation. So naturally, we can see so many milestones in the journey of 75 years. Even though we were oppressed 200 years by Britishers, but we made so many strides, so many achievements and milestones we set in the last 75 years. Just we want to know, according to Professor Hardeep Singh Sodhi, what are the milestones that are set by India during this 75 years journey?
Thanks for the question. This is very important question. The important milestone set by India during 75 years of journey. Before that, India was ruled by British. British people were governing here. But after that, India has achieved many milestones. First is Indian Constitution. India launched its constitution on 26 January 1951. Then Green Revolution. The Green Revolution was introduced in India in the year 1967. The Green Revolution was a period that began in the 1960s, during which agriculture in India was converted into a modern industrial system by the adoption of technology, such as the use of high-yielding variety seeds, then merchandise farm tools, irrigation facilities, pesticides, and fertilizers. Then next milestone, that is very big milestone, that is a right to education, that was introduced in 2009. The Right of Children to Free and Compulsory Education Act or Right to Education Act RTE is an act of the Parliament of India enacted on 4th August 2009, which describes the modalities of the importance of free and compulsory education for children between 6 and 14 in India under Article 21A of the Indian Constitution. This right to education is a very big milestone that India has achieved to maintain literacy rate in India and to grow ahead. Then powerful defense. With the strength of over 1.4 million active personnel, it is the world's second largest military force and has the world's largest volunteer army. It also has the third largest defense budget in the world. The Global Firepower Index report lists it as the fourth most powerful military. Then polio eradication is another milestone in the India during these 75 years. That was in 2014. After that, space and technology. That is very important thing. India has built satellites and sent probes to the moon and Mars, established nuclear power stations, acquired nuclear weapon capability, and demonstrated firepower in the form of a range of missiles. Undoubtedly, there are all fabulous achievements of Indian scientists and technologists, and the very main contribution that was of our previous president, the missile man, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. A grand salute to Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Then launch of Mars Orbiter mission or Mangalyaan, that was in 2013. After that, Western Ghats designated as World Heritage Site by UNESCO in 2012. And then again, a very big milestone that India needed to grow, to develop, that is women empowerment. If women empowerment has come to India, that was very much necessary, and we can see in every field, woman is there at very, you can say, prestigious positions, respected positions, IAS officers, IPS officers, then income tax officers, commissioners at very respect, and even presidents, prime minister. India has achieved a lot in this 75 years of journey, and I am very proud to be an Indian. And lastly, I would say that India has also achieved a lot in sports. Again, women has achieved a lot in sports also in Commonwealth Games. Recently, we have seen that there are many girls who have achieved gold medal, silver medal, bronze medal. And once again, I will say that I am proud to be an Indian.
Wow, wow, wow. It's so great, sir. It's so great to hear from you because the way that flow goes on, really, that's amazing and commendable, sir.
Thanks, sir.
Fantastic, fantastic. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Really, so many milestones, so many achievements. Really, within a short span of these 75 years, actually, we achieved a lot, and we have to still achieve a lot. Because today we are talking about one side of the coin, and there is other side of the coin. Because you know, our neighbor China is competing with superpower America. So yeah, still in India, we are saying that we are developing nation, not developing nation. So everyone, every Indian's dream, it used to proudly say that our nation is a developing nation. We are waiting for that day. So for that, we are supposed to work out the areas where we are lagging behind. Because there are millions of people who are oppressed by poverty, and who are oppressed by hunger, and who are oppressed by malnutrition, because these are killing people. So when the day comes, really 135 crore population, they celebrate this Independence Day with so much of joy. Of course, now we have a joy, but there are people who were far from this happiness. So the day has to come. The day has to come when every Indian will get all the resources of our nation. So according to Professor Hardeep Singh Sori, sir, what are the areas that we Indians lagging behind, and how can we cope up those challenges? Will you please, sir?
Yes, very nice question and very required question, that India is a developing country. India has achieved so much in the 17 years after that independence. But India is lagging somewhere, due to which we have not become a developed country. But India needs to do something to get solutions for these problems, where the India is lagging. And after that, after giving the solutions, adopting the solution, implementing the solutions, India will definitely become a developed country, and every Indian will be a proud Indian. First is, I will talk science and technology. Since I have talked that science and technology has done lot in India, that there are many scientists, technologists, persons like Dr. Abdul Kalam, they have done a lot. But even then, India is still lagging behind. It is not become a developed country, and newly industrial economies in field of science and technology, due to comparatively low investment in research and development and inadequate research and development of manpower. Research is a very big tool, very big weapon, by which a country can become a developed country. Its economy will grow, that country will grow, and it will become a developed country. India needs to invest on the research and innovation, and it needs to train its candidates, university students, college students, and even the school students. We all know that NEP has been introduced by our honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi. I once again salute to our honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi, who has taken a wise step to implement this NEP, under which research is a very important tool to be introduced even in the school students, to implement the research from the class, I can say, starting. We should inculcate that such mindset in the students, that will make that student a great scientist, that will work on science and technology and take India towards a developed nation. Second thing is lack of awareness of education in rural areas. No doubt, India has many schools, universities, colleges, engineering colleges, medical colleges, but even there are some rural areas that are lagging behind in education. Even in that area, we can talk. I am associated with this Dr. Kalam International Foundation. We that is an NGO. We talk to the rural area students, parents. Even they are not aware about the career of their students, what to do the students after plus 2, after 10th, what is the right choice to go, how to make their student a successful Indian, successful person. So we have to create awareness of education among the rural areas, because every student, every candidate cannot become a doctor, every candidate cannot be an engineer, every candidate cannot be a scientist. But there are a lot of areas that needs to be worked upon, and we have to create awareness that there are so many fields, so many areas in which candidate can go and become a successful person. Not, it is not mandatory to become an engineer or a scientist or a doctor to be a successful, to make some contribution in the economy of the country. So next, one more milestone, that is population control. India needs to work out on population control. We are saying hum do, hamare do, but even then there are lot of people, you can say lack of awareness, due to lack of entertainment, you can say lack of money. The people have only one source of entertainment, that are poor, that are below the poverty. That is the therefore there is no population control. So we have to work on the population control also, to make India a developed country. And very important point that I am going to discuss now, skill based education. Skill based education is very much important. We say in the schools, students do cramming studies there, ratification. The students do not have any skills, real skills, that are needed to make a successful person, a successful career of a student. So skill based education is very much important in the in India, in our country. And last thing is corruption. Corruption has to be eradicated to make India a developed country, to make the economy of India a great economy, to make India a developed country. And how can we eradicate corruption? The main funda, the main tool, the main weapon to eradicate corruption is by creating awareness about education, then by instilling human values and professional ethics. When you will become sincere from inside, honesty will be your inside, that I have not to take bribe, I have to do every work, every duty, every responsibility in an honest way and very sincerely, and professional ethics will be instilled in you. There will be human values in you. You will become a real Indian, a true Indian, and you will definitely take India towards the dreams of Dr. Abdul Kalam, dreams of that great personality that he wanted that India to be. So professional professional ethics and human values are very much important to be installed from even student life, from the primary standard. Thanks.
Really great, sir. That's really great. Very convincing. You have brought very convincing solutions. Really, we have to throw light on, we have to focus on research.
Yes.
That's research and technology. These two things are very important, sir. And the skill-based education. I happen to read in a story that one person who completed his PhD applied for an attender post. That's really very pathetic. So there are such examples, so many. Really, you have given so many convincing examples. Really, if we implement these, really will become a superpower. That happens. That happens. Thank you so much. And on this occasion, from this platform, we want to know. Of course, you are doing a lot of service through education, but still, we want to know. We want to hear from you. What is the responsibility as a citizen of India? What is the responsibility? What is the contribution of Professor Hardeep Singh to the society or to the nation? Can you please, sir?
Yes, a very nice question, and very I can say that it is very good question. That my role as a citizen, every citizen has to recognize his role and to perform his role, his duty to make India a developed country. As an educator, being a researcher, I put most of my efforts in the area of education and research. That is my area. In that thing, I can say I am master. First is mentorship. I act as a mentor for various school students, college students, university students, and research students to guide them how to proceed ahead. What are the obstacles? How can we remove that? How can we pursue research? For that, critical thinking is required. Creative thinking is required. The student has to think out of box. But even then, you need a mentor. Mentor is very important to solve your solutions, to throw a light on the right area, on which area the student can go, you can go. Next is creating awareness via different platforms. I have been creating awareness about education, research, innovation, entrepreneurship, a very important field, skill-based education, then practical learning and technology oriented learning at various platforms like webinars, seminars, conferences. You will be, I think you will be proud to know that in the time of COVID-19, that coronavirus, when people were very much terrified that tomorrow will come or not, I will die or live. But even in that time, I was busy in creating this awareness via webinars. I have, you can say, performed 100 plus webinars to create this awareness. When you become busy, when you when you work on your passion, there is no fear of death, no fear of life, no fear of tomorrow. I live in present, live for present, and tomorrow will automatically shine. So I had performed a very good job in this COVID-19 period via expert talks, keynote addresses, and presenting various suggestions and advices to the students, research scholars, and the faculty as well. Then another role as a citizen towards the nation's growth was project consultancy, by giving consultancy to the students regarding research projects. Then career consultancy, that is very much required. Students do BTech, they don't know where to go. Students have done plus two, They don't know which area to choose and why to choose. Why I do that job free of cost. That is my passion for guiding the student about their career, which career to choose for their better future, why that career, how to work according to passion. Passion is very important thing. Everybody should have a passion. When you work on passion, your age increases, your life increases, your interest increases, and your satisfaction increases, and you live a healthy life. Your mind becomes healthy and your body becomes healthy. Then I guide the students how to choose degree according to the interest and future scope, how to prepare for a better job. I have even guided the students for UPSC. My students have been working in various multinational companies like Microsoft, IBM, and even my students are very good entrepreneurs in India and even abroad. How to get ready for an interview, being a fresher and an experienced. That I also guide the student who is needy. I even love to guide the economically weak students, the students who think that our parents are poor, we are living in poverty and we will grow no day. But I inculcate, I spark, I generate a spark in those students that no, you have to grow and you will grow. I will guide you. And the student who wants to do something, there are a lot of ways, and even there is one superpower sitting above, that is God. God helps those who help themselves, and I help those people who want to go ahead. And then research and innovation guidance to guide the students regarding role of research and innovation and future, how to pursue it, then critical thinking, creative thinking, and lastly, thinking out of box, guiding the students to do this. And lastly, once again, I salute our Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi, that is introduced Make in India. Very good thing. Clapping for our Prime Minister. That being a true Indian, we should also rely on Indian brands rather than international brands, and believe in Make in India, use Indian brands. I believe in using Indian brands, promote Indian brands, so that Indian economy will grow, you will grow, your country will grow, and it will lead towards the national growth. Thanks. This was my role as a citizen towards the nation's growth.
Wow, wow, it's awesome, awesome, sir. Really, I will pass this message to our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji about your apart. Really, that's so great. Uh, Great, brother, great. Because you have all convincing answers, and really, you are so inspiring us on this special day. And lastly, what is your message to our society, to our youth on this special day?
That is very important thing. That message to the youth. Youth are the only people who will take India to make a great India. First thing that I have already discussed, that is skill based learning. Next is entrepreneurship. You should become an employer, not a job seeker. When you become an entrepreneur, a job generator, job creator, India will automatically go forward. And it is another solution for brain drain. Our intelligent minds are going out of India. Why? Because there is unemployment. When you will become an entrepreneur, unemployment will end up and intelligent minds will remain in India. India had very intelligent minds, Dr. Jagdish Chandra Bose, Dr. Kalam. You have to believe in research and innovation, and you have to become society oriented, accountable and responsible citizen. And lastly, I will say you should inculcate human values and professional ethics in yourself. And my last message to my youth, to my school students, and every Indian, always respect your teachers, mentors, parents, and your passion. It will make you a successful person, a great person, a great Indian, and your contribution will make India a great India, a superpower. Thanks once again for interviewing me. Thanks once again.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You made it a special day on this special occasion celebrating Indian Independence Day. Really, you have put forward a wonderful insights on developing our nation, sir. Really, such inputs are required on this special day, because when we are celebrating the next Independence Day, certainly we have to proudly say India is not at all a developing nation, but developed nation. That notion will come, sir. Certainly, we'll meet once again in another program. Thank you so much for joining, and we thank each and everyone. Welcome to Times India TV. Today